Yo, so today I'm going to show you how to use the Ableton stem separation feature in order to isolate an instrumental part of a song so that you can slow it down and learn it, or so that you can sample it or do whatever. In this example, we're taking a drum part to a really fast song that one of my students wanted to learn, and we're going to slow it down for the sake of learning it, actually, playing it on drums. So without further ado, we're gonna go to that song. Here it is, Playing with Ruby by Nawashi. It sounds like this. Just ungodly fast, right? Especially for an 11-year-old drummer. But he really likes this song, so what I did was I took the URL, I copied it, I went to an MP3, a YouTube to MP3 converter, specifically MP3 Cow. I like it because it doesn't have pop-ups, and it's super easy to use. So we're going to paste the URL, we're going to convert it, we're going to download the MP3. It is safe, I promise you. And then it's going to go to your downloads, and we're going to take it and we're going to bring it into Ableton. So now we have the track, the whole track in Ableton, right? The whole song, the actual song. But we want just the drums because we want to learn the drums. And so what we're going to do here is right click, and we're going to go down to separate stems to new audio track. We're going to make sure, for our sake, that just drums is clicked. We can do all, vocals, bass, and others as you see, but we're gonna just take the drums. We're gonna separate them. And so once they're separated here, you can see that we now just have a track called drums, and it sure is just drums, right? And so in order to slow it down to learn it, so what we're going to do is we're going to warp it here. We're going to click this warp button, and what that's going to do, it's going to lock it to the BPM so that we can take the BPM and make it real slow, and it will still, it'll slow it down. But right now, if you hear all those like glitchy artifacts, that's because down here, this drop down is on beats. We want it on Complex Pro, so that it sounds like drums. Right? So that went from sounding like that to that. So now we have a slowed drum track that we can use to listen to and learn, right? There's other ways to slow down things, like the Amazing Slowdowner, but this specifically is for a song that doesn't already have an isolated track for it. Maybe it's a niche song like Playing with Ruby, and if you have a niche song that you just want the vocals from or the guitars, then you could do that for that song as well using this method. But that's all you need to know, is make sure that it's warped, make sure that it's on Complex Pro, and then lower the BPM as much as you need, and then boom, you have the whole track. If you have any questions on that, you can go ahead and comment. Yeah, cool. Thanks.